patterns and sequences and stuff like that. I hope anyone with a modicum of common sense or any influence has noticed the pattern of events since I exposed David Phipps as the subject of concern in that Facebook chat thing, and about somebody who was trying to mask himself in my energy. And he comes out as an upside down king of wands, quite a lot in tarot at the moment, but you can't really prove that. That's the unprovable. So that's the gossip side of it, but that's the link there. Ever since I started talking about him and Stable Mabel and opening my mouth about Sanctuary Housing Association, what's happened? Oh, more death threats. My dog got kicked in. Action, reaction. Yeah. So it's no coincidence, really, is it, that my dog's kicked in? And then what happens? And then the police don't do anything about it. Coincidence? The Sanctuary Housing Association don't do anything about it. And Westminster Social Health, Mental Health, Social Services don't do anything about it. But I figured out that something was likely to happen. Especially when I said, oh, you take away the piñata from a group. Oh, we've got no one to hit anymore. So they all start hitting each other. Yeah. I posted that December, January time. Call me psychic. I don't know. Or maybe just I'm good at spotting patterns and I know what comes next. And you start making fun of David Phipps, the psychopath. Rosemary, whatever her name is, in Flat D, she's not there anymore. I think she's too frightened. Her posts piling up. But don't forget, she complained to the Housing Association about David Phipps. And he said, I'll show her. You don't complain about me, I'll show her. Video. So I put a video on about her. So she seems to have disappeared. So I'm opening my mouth about David Phipps. See, the interesting thing is, I've been opening my mouth about David Phipps. I'd already opened my mouth about Aaron Cass before, but I opened my mouth about David Phipps, and the violet starts on my door. My door gets kicked in. So why is Aaron Cass taking the fall for it? Yeah. Now, I've never married. I never slept with a woman, so I can't have any natural offspring. Okay? I haven't owned a car since the 90s. Because I live with my parents and I either use their cars or when I moved back down to London. I've lived in central London. I don't need a car. Especially when I started getting vertigo and I had my blackouts. It was unsafe for me to actually have a car. So I haven't owned a car since the 90s. Never slept with a woman. Don't have any kids. I've never owned a property. So that's why I qualify for housing benefit, because of being disabled. If I owned a property, I wouldn't be able to claim housing benefit and I wouldn't be living in a one-bedroom apartment, would I? I'd be living in my house. You can't have it both ways. Yeah. Patterns. And then it's a lot of times it's not what somebody does, it's what they don't do. Yeah. But if he doesn't have a house, he applies for housing benefit because he's disabled. If he had a house, he wouldn't. Where is the logic in this? And why isn't anybody using it? Come on. Come on. Yeah, a year ago, when my family were ringing clinics, they destroyed my relationship with my GP and turned my GP into a flying monkey for my mother. Because I'm whatever so concerned about Edward's mental health, you should be more concerned about your own. And my GP stalled me for 5 months. His focus was on me and my mental health. Unbelievable. No, Serena, you're working in the care profession, darling. Remember that. What is that? Is that probably a battery thing? Is it? Oh, you've used up all your space. Oh, you've used up all your battery. Yeah, every 10 minutes, isn't it? Something other than the dumb police need to look at what's been going on. I submitted a recording of the first death threats for Stable Mabel, and you can clearly hear the police officer saying to me, "You do realise this is directed at you, don't you?" You know what I got back from the police when they dismissed it? Oh, we couldn't prove it was directed at you. You can hear your own police officer saying it was directed at me, so don't doubt me. Doubt your own police officer. What is Hendon turning out? Unbelievable stuff. But if I got pissed off about it, are you agitated? You're agitated. I didn't know why everyone was saying, "Oh, you're okay, you're okay," because they'd written behind my back without sending me a copy of these reports that I was a scaranoid schizophrenic, which I'm not. So the thing to do is to attack somebody's mental health so they daren't speak out about the weird shit that's going on about them. Are you sure you're not making that up? Huh? So they destroy people. So they actually have to sit and deal with all this crap coming at them because it's so bizarre. And normally it's so slippery that it's your word against theirs. Oh, well, he's got a history of mental health. Can't be me. Can it? Especially not me with a funny handshake, David Phipps. David Phipps, born 27th of October 1967 in Lambeth. His mother, I mean, bless her, there she is. She had twin boys, apparently, on the birth records. David Ron Phipps. You know what she called the other boy? Davy Ray Phipps. So she had 2 boys who called them both DR Phipps. If you believe the records, of course. Evelyn Todd became Evelyn Kingston Jones, my mother figure. In the birth records, my sister is Catherine K. Jones. Anna is Anna K. Jones, not Kingston Jones, which was the name. My mother, the senior magistrate, got away with actually misnaming my sisters on the birth record. Fake naming my sisters on the birth record. So we know it can be done, don't we, Evelyn? Yeah. You and your mate Jimmy Savile. Yeah. How long have you been faking records for, Evelyn? And actually, is your birthday the 8th of the 10th, 37? In Britain, we would call it the 8th of October, 37, 8-10. It's a day, month, year. In America, it would be 10-8, wouldn't it? So the 10th of the 8th would put you in a very, very, very different star sign, wouldn't it? Think about that one. And should you care to look at Ancestry.com passenger lists for Evelyn Mary Todd in the 50s and 60s, and even 70s, 1972. So there's an Evelyn Mary Todd who lived in Bradford who got married on a cruise ship. Get Valentin Coelho. Well, you try finding the rest of the life of Mary Todd, Evelyn Mary Todd in Bradford. It's not there. So this Evelyn Mary Todd appeared at the age of whatever she was, got married, and then disappeared. Yeah, if you're going to fake records, you've got to do the whole story, haven't you? Not just an event. Otherwise, it looks odd. Anyway, I just wanted to, because I forgot what I titled the previous thing. But yeah, patterns, sequences, and then you can figure out motives, because action, reaction, action, reaction. I'll show him. I'll give him what for. He's saying nasty things about me. I'll fucking give him one. Yeah? David Phillips. That little puff downstairs, slagging me off, is he? I'll fucking do him. I'll have him. Yeah. Cross the door. It all fits time. Look at the time frame. Just look at it. Do some homework. We'll do some police work. Dear police, please do some police work. Or do I have to do that as well?